Hello, thank you for following that program. As you can see, we are really trying to get involved in the community. We're trying to learn as much as we can in the community. And part of doing that is because we realize the importance of knowing who each one of us is and where we are as a group. Right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you a team of our board of directors. They are also members of the Rwandan Canadian community, and I want you to meet my board of directors, but also my friends and incredible people in our community. So without further ado, welcome Joe and Joe, as we call them in the community, Jocelyne and
Hello.
Josephine. How are you?
We're
Good.
good.
How are
We're
you,
good.
Wonderful.
Kizito?
Thank you
Working
for
hard.
joining me. Who are you, and what should people know about you?
Well, I am with Kizito all the way because of your heart and your passion for the African Canadian community. I am African and I am Canadian. So anybody who has a passion to connect people, to be the hub and the voice, and I am with them. So I am on the board. Um, as an advisor for you. I'm sure a lot of people have a lot to say in the community, but I am really honored to be a part of the team, just to contribute to my thoughts, my ideas, and then everything else that I really have learned in this country and as an African woman as well.
Yeah, I am a person who, first of all, I am a wife and a mother of a little girl, Leah. She's 6. And I think when somebody asks me who um, I am a person who I want to live my life with a purpose. I want to live life that when I am doing all I can do for me, I just don't be comfortable and content by doing for me, my own, my family. Who I am is really to serve, to live a purpose. What is my purpose in this life? What makes me smile? What makes me happy? Somebody asked me one time, Jocelyn, why are you always smiling and happy? And just that, just kind of, I reflected to that. I was like, why? It's because it's just, I love to serve and I like to help people need either a hug, a simple thing, or say good morning, or making an impact, a big impact in somebody's life. So for me, being a part of an organization that supports our people, either London, which I am, Canadian I am, around the world, it's just who I am. Is serve thy neighbor, help somebody who's in need.
Mm,
So that's pretty much the description of who I am. I am who I am to serve and to make a difference in the world.
amazing. I think um, looking at and knowing you both, one of the things I know is that smile. I feel like I can compete when it comes to the smile. I feel like it's one of my identity. But you ladies have an incredible laughter. You have a joy. Like I think the thing that makes you thick and strong about is is how incredible you are with people. The love you have, and so anytime someone is around you, they are rich for it. But Josephine, maybe you can talk a bit more about what's your work in the community over the last few months during COVID. What has the work in the community been for you and the organization that you lead?
With the supplement? Or
For your
the
community, your work as an individual within the community, specifically for you.
For me, I have been just calling and getting together with some of the Rwandan ladies and just to check up on them and see how they're doing. I mean, the patios were open, a few weeks ago, maybe more than that. And I thought it would be nice for some people who are working from home, who have children, to just reconnect with them and go to grab a coffee and talk and see how they're doing and how they're coping with work, working from home. It's a challenge. We all had to adjust. children. I mean, the school's back on now. It's not easy when you have young children. My kids are teenagers, so it's not that bad. But again, it's really a challenge, seeing that with the funding that we received, that we have this 3 months program that's going to be helping people to provide them with the resources and the information that they might need to cope and to adjust during this uncertain time. I'm really proud of that, what you're doing with the Afri-Canadian Resource Center, Kizito. But that's what I've been doing, just for connecting with some people, just grabbing a coffee and having a chat.
Amazing. Like I said, I know there is always so much that's going on, and for me, it's always like I think we need to take even more time to highlight your work and what you do in the community, because I think we are all sort of doing the individual work, whether it's individual organizations, and one of the things that we as an organization wish to do is bring all of that together, highlight everything. All right, so we welcome back Josephine, Jocelyne, I
Thank
mean.
you.
Thank you for joining us back
We
again.
connected somehow.
Yeah, that's amazing. Anyway, so now let's ask you the same thing, and maybe since you are on our board of directors, let me ask you a more specific question for the RCHC. Um, where do you see our organization going within the next let's say 4 to 5 years? We're doing with this platform. Also we are looking to go do more work with in the healing community. Within the healing areas. Where do you see, based on your view of what we're doing, where do you see us going in the next 4 to 5 years?
So, of course, our main goal is to build the community, the center. That would be the whole, our vision, to have a place, our own place, where we can have enough members, employees to serve our people and to help them to go through this life of challenge as African, as 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 our past that always comes back and haunts us, as the immigrant, as the newcomers, whatever the challenges brings as a part of uh, African Canadian. So we do have a long way to go, as you know. I speak for myself because I came in Canada in 1997, and thank God I have my twin sister with me, and together it was more strength than weakness. People, they don't have that company. They don't have resources. They don't have support. I was listening to the interview yesterday, as today. You're mentioning that actually in Canada we don't have uh, a support for African Canadian community center where people can actually just be supported in any way, COVID-19 or any other elements that really comes as a challenge. So really, in 5 years, um, pick up from where we're starting already. We're a new organization, and look how much work we're already accomplished. Look at the support we're getting from the government, from this big organization supporting our work. It's because they believe in us. They believe in our vision. So in 5 years, I like to thrive. I like to, as we go up with our different activities, different projects, bring our people, humans, to become humans. Humans to come from the ditch of a depression, of oppression, of what we go through to become people who have a vision and a purpose and who enjoys life. Because some people, they don't enjoy life because they're trapped and they don't know how to come out of it. So we're here to do that. And we will do that. And I know it's going to take time, but looking how we started, when we started, and where we're now today, we're doing great. In 5 years, I have hope and I have faith.
Absolutely.
Good things will come from our team.
Absolutely. I'm with you 100%. My question to Josephine is, so Josephine, so I'm going back to the answer that you gave earlier. Right now within the African community, the challenge we have, which is why we have this platform, is we don't really get to know what's going on around different communities. You actually have to be in a bubble this is what I call it. We are all in different bubbles. Like if you're in the Rwandan community, it's a bubble. If you're in the Somalian community, it's a bubble. There is no connections that we wish we could have. And one of the things I'm really interested in knowing, I obviously that's why we have this platform, is to make sure we provide that access and communication and everything like that. But what do you think? Do you think it's an achievable goal? How do you think? How do we get there? Other than maybe these media platforms and correcting resources and contacts, what is your opinion on when it comes to connecting continental African Canadian communities?
Uh, I went to Brampton once, and I was attending one of the organizations that is uh, putting the Black community together, and I was pretty proud of them. And they actually eventually started a group on WhatsApp where different
Josephine,
entrepreneurs. Yeah.
can you get
Can you hear
closer
me?
to the mic? We can't hear you really well.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now better?
Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay,
if you can
good.
adjust a little.
That
Perfect.
was perfect.
Is that better?
Better?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Okay, so I think, like you said, there is a lot of uh, separated or segregated areas in our communities, because if I am Rwandan, I'm going to be together with Rwandan. If I'm from Burundi, Congo, I'm going to have people of my own. And how do we get them together? Like I was saying, I went to Brampton with the mayor, Patrick Brown. Through his administration, there was a group of people who connected themselves through WhatsApp group. And these are different people from different countries in Africa. And I thought, how do we connect with the different communities? This is exactly what we're doing. What you're doing, Kizito, it's raising more awareness and telling people that is a one platform that can get everybody who are in their own little space, and to bring them together in one space, in one platform where we can talk different topics, different subjects. And so this is really the way to do it. And I think you're already doing it. We just need to get out more in a different networking and different groups and tell them, by the way, there is one place. There is one place we can all meet and talk and chat and connect without everybody being in their own. So like interconnectivity, because we're all connected, but on the smaller scales. Now we need to connect under one place, one space, and that's what you're exactly doing. So for me, my job would be, if I meet a person from Senegal or Congo, I'll be like, by the way, do you know there is this group that you can join and all African Canadian people can meet on one platform? So tell people, let's tell our friends, our families, our coworkers, anybody we meet, that there's one space they can get the information, the resources that we need. Just tell people. I mean, you have so much that you are posting on Mondays through this 3-month program, Kizito. So on my Facebook, on my social medias, I like to connect with people and tell them what's going on as a part of advocating and telling people that this actually exists. So for me, that's what I'm going to be doing. Is getting out there through different channels, whether it's in person or through Facebook or YouTube, and let people know that we're here, and people can connect through our website, our all the platforms that exist out there, to tell people that we're here and we're here to help them, serve them, and just interconnect and make one platform for everyone.
Yep, I think Josephine got it. Just using a social media.
Welcome back, and thank you for being with us tonight. As you can see, RCHC, the Rwandan Canadian Healing Center, has an incredible team behind it. You've just met a couple of them, but there are so many of us here. There is, of course, the board of directors, but also the team that we are developing and building, the partnership that we are also creating over the last few couple of years. Even for me as an individual, honestly, I'm very excited to see where this is going to lead. So again, let me take this time to thank the RC, the Red Cross, the Canadian Heritage, the Canadian government, individuals who have stepped up to help us throughout. even the participants in our programs. Really, I want to thank you, because sometimes you have an idea, you have a vision, but it takes the audience, it takes the people to actually help realize what it is that you set in motion. So thank you all for having been with us.